It's the Sports Chasers Podcast, coming to you live and direct with your host and your moderator, Kevin L. Warren. This is a real sports podcast for real fans.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening, everybody? It's another edition of the Sports Chasers Podcast, the Gridiron Rundown College Football Edition, Week 9 for the 2023 season. Happy to get into it this morning on this Sunday morning. Hope everybody's doing well, having a great Sunday morning. Not a few things changed in the world of college football. Well, you had an upset, which we'll get into here in a little bit. But let's meet the crew. D-Dub, can you hear me?
Yeah, dog, I can hear you.
D-Dub is from he's in Sam's Club.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I had to go to the club real quick. So I'm here though, but
he's here though. Hey, make sure you click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you also on the podcast side, you give us that 5-star review on the podcast side, and make sure you also like and click and subscribe to that. Give us that 5-star review, comment. As D-Dub always says, love us like us or hate us. Make sure you check us out, man. Right, D-Dub?
No doubt. Whichever way you want, you know what I'm saying? But please subscribe, share, do all of that good stuff. We appreciate it.
Yeah, for all you boxing heads, D-Dub gave a real great take on the Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou fight yesterday, and you should check him out on TikTok. Him and the DA will also give some
we'll do a standalone
show on that.
Show. And yeah, man, that was a good fight last night. Good fight. And Francis Ngannou, he can't actually box, man. So it was actually pretty good. He showed up, but to beat the man, you gotta beat the man. So pretty much, man, he he slacked off in maybe the last 2 rounds, but
right,
that last round he really should have got busy, but he didn't. So it is what it is. I felt like he got robbed. A lot of people felt like he got robbed. So
yeah, I definitely thought that he absolutely got robbed, man.
Yeah,
so
it really could have went. I mean, I don't know who that second judge, man. He had 90, 96, 93. And we what in the world?
What was he looking at? Looking at Mr. Magoo? Get out of here, bro.
Definitely.
Let me run down the AP top 25. Usually the AP starts on they do the new AP on the Mondays, but this is from this week. Georgia's number 1, Michigan didn't play. They're number 2, Ohio State number 3, Florida State number 4, Washington's number 5. Florida State, shout out to Florida State. They beat up on Wake Forest yesterday. Washington's number 5, Oklahoma's number 6. That's probably going to change. Texas number 7, Oregon number 8. That probably is going to change. Alabama's number 9, Penn State 10, Oregon State 11, Ole Miss is 12, Utah is 13. That's probably going to change. Notre Dame 14. They put a beating on what's his name yesterday. LSU's 15, Missouri is 16, North Carolina is 17, Louisville is 18. Air Force is 19. They beat Colorado State yesterday. Duke is 20. That might change. Tennessee is 21. Tulane is 22. UCLA is 23. USC is 24. And shout out to James Madison. James Madison. Those that don't know, they're in probably the southwestern. The university's in the southwestern portion of the state of Virginia. Probably maybe about 100 miles north, 75 miles north of Roanoke, Virginia, if you don't know. They just cracked the top 25 on last week, and they won yesterday, so they should be trending up also. So let me get to the games. Let me get to the first game here, get this game out the way. We've been talking about them all year, and why not? We're talking about them again. Chip Kelly, UCL coach Chip Kelly had a simple message for his team at halftime: getting the holiday spirit, according to the AP. In this case, the one on Tuesday, and not looking ahead for the 2 months from now. I had to remind our kids that this was Halloween, not Christmas. We need to stop giving away gifts, and let's make sure that it's Halloween. Let's pull your scary mask on and go play. After committing 4 turnovers in the first half, the 23rd ranked Bruins broke open a close game with 3 second half touchdowns and haunted Colorado's Shedeur Sanders all night en route to a 28-16 victory over the Colorado Buffaloes. This puts the Bruins at 6-2. They're still ranked number 23. That will probably change. Colorado Buffaloes are 4-4, and probably they'll win these last couple of games. They will be in jeopardy of not making a bowl. You have to win 6 games in order to be bowl eligible. Let me do it by the numbers here.
They may not make it, Kev. They may not make it, but go ahead.
Shedeur Sanders. Go ahead. Shedeur Sanders was 27-43, 217 yards, 1 TD. He's still throwing a lot, man. He's still throwing a lot. Garbers, the quarterback for UCLA, he was 20-27, 269 yards, 2 TDs, 1 interception. UCLA ran the ball. Also, Harden with 78 yards, Steele with 75 yards, which was the key to the second half of them holding on to the ball and making sure that the Buffaloes had less time of possessions. UCLA at halftime scored touchdowns on 3 of its first 4 drives in the second half to take control. Colorado's offensive line is trash. I usually don't say harsh words like that, but they don't give Sanders any kind of protection. D-Dub, can you hear me about this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Colorado, man, they're in jeopardy, man. They're in jeopardy. You know, I mean, you could say they won 4 games better than what they did, but that, okay, we over that. Last year, we already know what last year was about. They only won 1 game. Cool. But, with all the hype and all the talk, comes a lot of the expectation goes up. So, because when I seen this game, I said, yeah, this might be a loss. And somebody told me, nah, UCLA and all that, and blah, blah, blah.
UCLA's ranked, bro.
Exactly. So, the game was slow. I think in the beginning, with Shiloh Sanders, he got thrown out the game for
targeting hit.
Targeting hit, which was to me back in the day, to me, I love the hit, but
but to the letter of the law, now how things are,
and his helmet hit the crown of the helmet hit the face guard of the tight end that caught the ball number. I forget what his name was, but it's another L for Colorado, man. So they may not even get to 6 games. They might get maybe right at 6 games. So
D-Dub cut off. I don't know. He might be his connection in Sam's. We're up here giving Sam all this free airplay. D-Dub, can you hear us? All right, he might have kicked up. Well, I'll guess I'll say. Go ahead, D. You're muted. You might be still muted. Go ahead. I think he was alluding to that the Buffaloes might be in jeopardy of not making any kind of bowl with their 4 losses. For the hoopla in the beginning of them, and TCU, that was a huge victory. But since then they've only won 3 out of 7. Excuse me, since that time, and we'll see about the Colorado Buffalo. Shout out to UCLA; they get the victory. They're 6-2. Let me move on to the upset. The upset of the day. The upset of the day. The Oklahoma Sooners visited the University of Kansas and the Jayhawks in Lawrence, Kansas, the first time since 1992. The Kansas Jayhawks defeated Oklahoma. Let me just read this from the AP. Kansas coach Lance Leopold has been focused on the future the next game, the renovations that are about to transform Memorial Stadium, the long-term projects of a program that has long been in the dumps. It's time, Leopold set out his 38-33 win over number 6 Oklahoma on Saturday for me to start talking about how far we come. Devin Neal ran for 112 yards and a go-ahead score with 55 seconds left. The Sooners, Dylan Gabriel threw incomplete to the end zone on the final play of the game. So yes, it took if you didn't see it, it took the final play for Kansas to seal the victory, to seal the deal. And shout out to Kansas. They played hard. This was the upset of the game of the day. Kansas defeats Oklahoma 38-33. Go ahead, D-Dub. Can you hear me? I don't know, D. Can you hear me, sir? You still can't hear me. By the numbers, Kansas Bean was 15-32, 218 yards. He threw two interceptions, but like I stated from the AP report, Devin Neal was the man with the rushing. He was 25 of 112 yards with 1 TD, and also being the quarterback, he had a TD also, and he rushed for 62 yards. So their ground game was pounding and doing his thing. Oklahoma, who was 7-0 at the time, took this loss by the numbers. Gabriel was their quarterback, 419 for 167 yards on 1 TD. They ran the ball well. Walker, he was 23, 146 yards, but he was able to see this game. Like I said, it was close, and it's going back and forth, but Kansas was able to hold off the Sooners 38-33. D, can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, he's got beer, it looks like.
Yeah, man, hold on, brother.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
maybe
man.
he's just
Yeah.
You don't have to be visual, man. Yeah, because you're up there showing all other products and stuff.
Yeah, man, bro.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, the J. What did you talk about? The Jayhawks?
Yeah, Kansas Jayhawks gets a Sooner.
That's a wrap for Oklahoma, man. That's a wrap for Oklahoma, man. Oklahoma needed that continue on.
Mm-hmm.
But again, what we said, they need 6 games to be bowl eligible,
but they was in the mix of the playoff, and this loss was a bad loss.
But what we say, you lose late, man. That's definitely that's a no. So they definitely could kiss that goodbye. So the way I'm looking at it right now, it looks like it's just Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State.
Until Ohio State and Michigan facing one another, and then that'll get rid of it.
Right. And then you also got Oregon playing strong. So man. Oklahoma might have just they done sealed the deal. So not no playoffs as far as the playoff talk.
Yeah, it definitely is. As my computer is not doing what it's supposed to do here. Yeah, Oklahoma bad loss. Like I said, Kansas is the first time they have won. They have beat the Sooners since 1992, which is crazy to think about.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. Let me move on to the next game. The Louisville Cardinals against the Duke Blue Devils. I picked this game because I thought this was going to be a good game and fairly evenly matched game, but apparently not. Louisville, I guess, took their lessons from that loss against Pitt, and they defeated the Duke Blue Devils 23-0. Duke did not surrender any kind of fight. And Duke is now 5-3. Cardinals are 7-1. Cardinals are number 18. Plummer was 11-16. Louisville's quarterback was 11-16 for 117 yards. No TDs. But the Jordan, let me read this. Louisville coach from the AP, Coach Jeff Brom, did not follow his typical game plan on Saturday, known for his up-tempo, high-scoring attack. The first-year coach of the number 18 Cardinals put the brakes on that, and the result was perhaps Louisville's best performance. They ran the ball, right? Louisville gained just 351 yards, and 117 of those came from the passing game, but the Cardinals' ground and pound offense attack was necessary. We were low risk today, and yes, it is hard to do that for me. 2 weeks ago, Louisville turned it over 3 times. I just mentioned that against a 38-20 loss to Pittsburgh. So the coach Jeff Bron, he figured it out. He said, "Let me put the ball in the hands of my running backs by committee." Like I said, Jordan, he was 21 163, two TDs. And when you get the ball and when you run the ball instead of passing it gives your defense an opportunity to rest and to take a break. And this is what's happened. And the Duke is getting better this year. They're better this year, man. DW, thoughts on, the Cardinals and Duke?
Duke is definitely better this year. I didn't watch much of this game because I was too busy at Saudi Arabia. I wish, but watching that.
Soon come, sir. Soon come.
Yeah, man. But what was that? What was I'm sorry, I got distracted. What was that?
Yeah, we know you're in out 8.
Yeah. What was that final of that?
It was 23-9. They shut them out. The Cardinals shut them out.
Which is surprising because Duke is having a pretty good year. Even with the transfer portal and all the things going on, so they had a pretty good year this year. So Louisville is probably just a better team, definitely. So actually, definitely a better team by that score.
Oh yeah, I definitely, the score is not indicative of how they've been playing this year, but Louisville got their stuff together and they decided to run the ball, which is smart. So
right,
shout out to Louisville for doing that. So Louisville goes to 8-1, 7-1, and Duke goes down to 5-3. Let me go to the next game, which was a surprise to me. So Bo Nix, the Oregon Ducks, defeated the Utah Utes 35-6. This was surprising to me because Utah just beat USC last week. But some people will say USC is not that good. Hence, Utah should have beat USC. So Utah went up against number 8 Oregon. Their high-power offense, like I said, Bo Nix, he threw for 2 touchdowns. And this game wasn't even close either. Number 8 Oregon defeat number 13 Utah 35-16. And like I said, Bo Nix, he was 24-31, 248 yards, 2 TDs. I'll just read this. Bo Nix spent the 4 quarters picking apart one of the Pac-12's toughest defense. Nix threw for 248 yards and 2 touchdowns to lead number 8 Oregon to a 35-6 victory over number 13 Utah, snapping the Utes' 18 home game winning streak. The senior completed 77% of his passes, finishing with a 70% or better completion rate for an 8 consecutive game dating back to last year's Holiday Bowl. I want to go out there and make sure that that it's not me tripping up the team, Nick said. I want to go out there and put our team in the best situation possible. I feel like I do that when they have my back and they go out and perform at a high level. Troy Franklin tallied 99 yards and a touchdown on 8 catches for the Ducks. Bucky Irving added their 83 yards and a touchdown on the ground. So as you can see, Oregon had a tech offense. Their defense was on point, and that's what stated. Utah has a top defense in the Pac-12, Pac-10, or whatever it is, and hey, they finished the deal against Utah 35-6. D, your thoughts on Oregon and Utah?
Oh man, Bo Nix is serious, bro. I like Bo Nix, man. He is he's definitely a good quarterback, and he might be he's definitely in the hunt for the Heisman Trophy. So shout out to him and that whole Oregon staff, man.
Yep. Yeah, you truly, if you're not a fan of Bo Nix, I am too. Whether he's in the Heisman Trophy win, the Heisman watch, we'll have to see. If you check out the Washington quarterback, I can't remember his name, but he had the dope win a couple weeks ago. I'll have to pull it up here. Go ahead, D. Oh,
No, you good. No, you
yeah.
good. I ain't got no more of that. I mean, Utah's a pretty good team too, man. But match up against Oregon, man, they don't stand a chance.
I would have been talking about Michael Penix Jr. I'm sorry, for Washington. Yes, he is in the Heisman, and Bo Nix is right up there with it. But people were saying J.J. McCarthy, the quarterback for um, Michigan, and then you got Michael Penix Jr., and then you have Jaden Daniels from LSU, Jordan Travis from Florida State. Shout out Florida State. Florida State,
They
are they all the
rolling.
way back? We'll see.
Yeah,
They beat up on
that's the
Wake
other
Forest
team.
yesterday. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was the other team I was about to mention. Them, Florida State, man. They playing really good this year. As long as they don't mess up, man, they in the running too. But and that comes out Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. I'll take
Yes,
7 o'clock,
well,
7:30.
yes. So we'll tackle that on Thursday.
Yeah,
The playoff situation, but yeah, those are the few of the guys that's in the Heisman watch here. So McCarthy, J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix Jr., and Jordan Travis, Bo Nix. They all went to work this week. Last but not least, we have not really given a lot of attention to Georgia this week because Georgia just keeps beating everybody and they're undefeated and they're just a machine. So, and that's kind of unfortunate. Sometimes we take for granted greatness,
yeah,
and
and
Georgia
they
is,
great.
yeah, yeah. Oh, but they play in the mighty SEC.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Georgia beat up on Georgia beat up on Florida yesterday in the greatest cocktail party in Jacksonville, Florida. That's where this game usually takes place. 43-20. Let's
Ain't
read
really
this.
much to talk about.
Say it again.
Yeah, I said ain't really much to talk about, man.
No, not
Georgia
really
is a
much. I
machine, bro.
just
Yeah,
needed
yeah.
to mention Georgia.
Oh no,
Carson
no.
Beck and dozens of teammates ran toward one end zone, jumped into the stands, and frolicked with the Georgia faithful. They danced, posed for pictures, and waved red pom poms long after Coach Kirby Smart passed by and pointed in appreciation. It was another cocktail celebration for the Bulldogs, one that's become a familiar theme in this series. Carson Beck threw two touchdown passes in his hometown. Dejan Edwards ran two scores, and the top-ranked Bulldogs dominated Florida 43-20 Saturday to extend their winning streak to 25. Like D-Dub said, there's not much to say. The Georgia will remain dominant. They have a 25-game winning streak, if you didn't know. And like I said, this series has been lopsided the last few years. Georgia remains 8-0, number one, and the Florida Gators, they are 5-3. The two-time defending national champion Bulldogs have won now 3 in a row, and 6 of the 7, a rival known as the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. Getting better, we're still not here. As Kirby Smart said, this game really relatively was not close, as it was 26. Excuse me. 26 to 7 after the first half, leading and going into the second half. So I don't have much on this. D-Dub, your thoughts on Georgia? Because there ain't really much on Florida. I know a bunch of Florida alumni
Yeah,
folks might be mad at me, but it
oh,
is what it is.
it is what it is. They can be mad all they want, but Georgia's just a superior team, and there's nothing really else to say about that. Um, you know, they're gonna be probably the last one standing when it's all said and done. So they just moved. They played an outstanding game yesterday. So I mean, you know, top to bottom. So ain't too much to say about when you got a well-oiled machine like that Georgia team.
25
Everything
games.
everything plays correct.
Yep, that's true. That is definitely true. But listen, we're going to get on out of here. Thank you for all those that tune in this morning or who will watch or listen later on at the sound of our voices, man. We're not going to belabor
No,
the point
yeah, no doubt.
anymore.
Thank you for joining me. Wow, shocker. Life comes first. We still trying to do our thing, but hey, real life comes into play too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Shout out to D Dub from from Sam's Club, unknown location.
No doubt, I can't leave you hanging, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Hey, make sure you get us tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. for the fourth and short segment, NFL segment, as we break down 5 of the best NFL games from here. Sunday, my Giants and the Jets will face off today. I don't know. I think the Giants are 3-point underdogs against the Jets. We'll see how that goes. They say it's snowing in Denver, so we'll see how that game goes. Denver, I think the first snow game of the year for the pros. That's about it. Enjoy your Sunday. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I ain't got nothing else. So on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin L. Warren, your host and moderator. On behalf of Daryl D. Warren, who's in a Sam's Club unknown location, getting his keto life on, and to all the rest of the crew. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers podcast. Make sure you holler at us on tomorrow night, man. Y'all be good. Peace.